Hello, everyone. Welcome to Just Invest Today. And today I want to talk about ways to find stocks in the stock market as a beginner. So I always had trouble kind of finding stocks in the stock market and when I first started beginning. And I actually had to figure out ways to find it. And this was by actually looking at what other people were doing and how people were finding stocks. And so I want to say the first way you can find stocks in the stock market is actually by just reading the newspapers and reading stuff online. So what I'm talking about with this is actually reading articles like the Wall Street Journal, Barron's, Financial Times. Just read articles and going by into the business section and the investment section. And you also want to look at your local papers too, because you can actually find what different businesses are doing and what's going around in your community and everything like that. So the first way to find it is actually looking at newspaper and articles in the business section, investment section, and just seeing what's kind of going on around everything around you. So when you do that, you kind of want to see like what's happening. Like, are the companies making like business progress? Uh, is the company going through like a bad time? Is something happening with the company? Because that's when you kind of like find a good company. You're seeing like, oh my god, like this happened to that company, so let me kind of dig into it and see what's happening, and maybe I can invest in that company if it's a good company. Because we all know when a company goes through bad times, the stock prices go down. And if it's only a temporary event, then that's good. And you want to kind of look into it and see if you can understand the company and kind of see what the company is about. So that was my first suggestion on finding a good company to look at and where to find a company. So the second way we can find stocks in the stock market is actually following gurus. Yeah, following gurus is actually an amazing way to find stocks in the stock market. And these are people that you kind of respect, that you kind of look up to and you look after. These can be anyone from like Phil Town to Warren Buffett, to Monish Pabrai to Guy Spear. These guys are actually great value investors, and it's actually good to see what they're doing in the market and kind of what they're picking. So you can actually find this information on I think a site called Dataroma, and it provides you everything of what they're buying. And this is by a quarter on quarter basis, so you can see kind of after they pick their stocks what they're buying. But even though you get this information, you still got to do your research into the company and see if it's still a good investment to buy. Because when they buy this company, they don't it doesn't get reported right away. It takes some time to report. I think it's like a month after, maybe like 30 days around that time. So you still got to be aware of what prices you're buying and if the stock is a good investment to buy. The third way you can actually find good companies is actually the Peter Lynch way. Is actually when you're going out, when you're shopping, when you're going to the malls, when you're going about your day, you can actually see kind of what businesses are doing well. Like what kind of customers, how busy is the business, how busy is things going on. Do you see new stores opening up in the malls or in your community? And when you see those companies, you kind of want to like do an inspection. Maybe this is a business in the public market. You just don't know, so you just want to see. Because I even remember when Canada Goose was opening it up down in Yorkdale. I'm just like, oh, because I seen there's so much line, there's big lineups, everyone's there. So I was very curious on, oh, is this company public, to see if what's going on. So that's a good way to see um, and find good stocks to invest in, to see what's going on in the community and what's happening. Even brands that you buy is actually a good way to find companies that you enjoy. All the brands that you use, a lot of these companies are actually public and you can actually purchase stock with them. So look what you already use and whatever you buy and see if those companies are public, and yeah, try to invest in them if they're at a good price and they're a good company. The fourth way you can actually find about stocks is actually using stock screens. And these screens are on multiple sites. I think I use Yahoo Finance. And when you use these screens, you're just looking at a multiple of things that actually screen off what are you looking for. So if you're looking for a company with a certain PE, you can find that. If you're looking for a company with a certain revenue or a multiple of growth, you can find those companies, or companies with market cap. You can go to these sites and you can actually screen for these specific stocks that you're looking for. So that's another way you can find good stocks in the stock market. So you can actually try that out. And lastly, I think the ones that I used the most was actually looking at the 52-week lows in the stock market. And this was actually a good way to find companies that are actually at a cheaper price and at a low value because probably some event came and it dropped prices of stocks down. I don't always recommend this because a lot of these companies that actually fall down, they fall down for a reason. Something bad happened in the company. But when this happens, you can actually find that stock that you kind of like are curious about and look what happened. Like what happened to the company? Was is this a short term event or is this long term? So when you find out what the situation is, that's when you want to see if you can invest in the company. So you can find these 52-week lows on like numerous amount of sites that you can go on. I think I looked at Market Beat to find out what stocks are going down and what's the lowest for that 52-week low. So yeah, you can use that as a very good way to find stocks in the stock market. And that's it for the video. If you guys have any other ways to find stocks in the stock market, let me know. 'Cause I'm still trying to get better at finding stocks and looking for different companies to buy. And if you can help me, that'd be perfect. So if you like this video, please like it, subscribe to my channel, and enjoy your day. Thank you.